All right, welcome everyone. Good evening. I'm Mr. Barametti, and it is so good to see you all again. I feel like we were just here not long ago, and it's already time for another concert. With me on stage here is our concert band, and we're going to perform a short program for you tonight of two selections. And these are both new since our last concert, and so we're really excited to present this for you. We've been working very, very hard over the last several weeks to get this concert to happen. And it's just great that we're able to do this again. We also have our friends joining us on the YouTube live stream. So for those of you that are watching from different parts of the world, we're very, very happy to have you tuning in. And those of you that are here that made it to the audience today, we're very happy to see all of you as well. There's nothing like performing for an audience and hearing applause. So we're really excited. Thanks again to our ushers for helping us out. Thanks again to Mr. Mike Cordonier for helping to run everything throughout all of these concerts that are happening this week. We've got our sound engineers back over here, Pete and Bobby. Thanks to them for being here. We're going to have a great night tonight. So to start things off, we are going to play a piece for you that is entitled To Create a Voice. And I just think that that's a really great title because that's exactly what we're trying to do with music. We're trying to give students a voice. We're trying to let them express themselves. And I think that that really comes through in this piece. So without further ado, can you please give it up one more time for the concert band and To Create a Voice. right, so that piece did feature a soloist. We had him stand and be recognized. He's the lone senior in this group, so we want to recognize Eric Biesman. Can you stand again, Eric? Stand up, wave. Yeah, we want to recognize our seniors, especially today, because this concert didn't happen last year. And there's so many seniors out there that didn't get a chance to play their last concert. We think it's really important to recognize those seniors tonight that are playing their last concert with us and thank them for their time in the band program. That piece was a really great kind of opener piece, a great way to start things off. If you noticed, there were little snippets you maybe heard of familiar melody. Did you hear Hot Cross Buns? Dun, 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 right? The piece is supposed to be reminiscent of starting your musical journey. Like at the very beginning, we learn one note, and then we learn two, and then we learn three. And before you know it, when you have three notes, you can make a song, and Hot Cross Buns is usually that song. And so it was kind of reminiscent of that. It's intended to kind of make you think that, which is kind of just a cool little subliminal thing there. We're going to move on to our second selection, which is probably familiar for a lot of us. It's from the Avengers movies. How many of you have seen Avengers Endgame? Any fans out there? A few people? Yeah? Good. I had to tell the students that I've never actually seen any of the Avengers movies. I know. Sorry. Just, got busy, I guess. So I think we're probably going to watch it at some point. Yeah, I guess we have to now, right? Yeah, don't make me sit down and watch it. I asked if I would be confused if I hadn't seen the other 13 movies before it, but I guess they said it stands alone, so we'll see. So some familiar music from Avengers Endgame. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here, everybody. hate these short concerts because it feels like we just get going and then it's over. But I do want to say, and I'm sure you guys will understand, this has been a school year like no other. We have faced so many challenges. I think my colleagues would agree that this has probably been the most challenging school year of my career, and I know they feel that same way. And these kids have just risen to the challenge with every single thing that's been thrown at them. If you would have told me at the beginning of the year, you're going to have the entire first quarter completely remote, then we're going to come back for 5 weeks, then we're going to go remote again for 5 weeks, then we're going to come back, but we're going to be on a block schedule and you won't see everybody every day. Oh, and you get to do a concert, but everybody's spread out 6 feet apart while wearing masks and bell covers. I would have probably just said, all right, I quit. Right? Like, if you just would have laid it all out on the table up front, I probably just would have gone and, like, sold insurance or something. I don't know. No offense to anybody that sells insurance. But, seriously, like, knowing all of that ahead of time, I'm not sure that I would have been all in. But these kids have stuck with it, and we stuck with them because we believe in them, and we believe in this, and we believe in this process and this band family. And I'm just really, really proud to stand here and represent them and say thank you to all of you for all of your support. So, will you give it up one more time for them, please? And I mentioned my colleagues, but we all are a team, and we all do this together. So I know they're hanging out backstage over here. Mr. Gasaway, Mr. Wojtek, Mr. Carpenter, Mrs. Reynolds, Mr. Mail. Give it up for all of our staff. All right, so that is it for the concert band portion of tonight's program. If you head home and you get home in time, you can certainly check out the YouTube stream, and we encourage you to support the Symphonic Band and the Wind Symphony. But at this time, we're going to go ahead and clear the house. We're going to send them back to get everything put away, and they will meet you outside. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Symphonic Band portion of our evening series of concerts, I guess we'll call them. The concert band had a really great concert, and it really started off the program very, very nicely. So now we have the Symphonic Band up, and they have 2 selections for you. We're really proud of the work that they've put in these programs. All the bands, but I'm going to speak in particular to the Symphonic Band. Regardless of all of the challenges that we've sort of faced here. And Mr. Barametti was sort of saying this during the concert band, but we really appreciate each and every one of the students that's up here because they are here. They choose to be here despite the challenges of everything that's going on, and to be a part of the process of what we do and what we know works. And even though we see them in a very different manner that sort of varies from our normal process, they have proven that it works if you're here and you stick to it and you do it. So we're really excited to present the program to you tonight. The first selection that they are going to perform is a piece by a composer named Julie Giroux, and she composed this piece to sort of represent the beauty of life and the idea that you have one life, that is given to you, and that we all think of it as something beautiful, then we make the best of it. So that's as simple as it is. So this is Julie Giroux's One Life, Beautiful. So, first of all, I just want to make sure to thank the people who make this, to help to make this whole operation happen. And that includes Mr. Mike Cordonier, who runs this whole place, and then Pete Washburn and Bobby, who are running sound back here, who've recorded concerts for decades. I mean, going back well before I was in the band, right? Yeah, so they've been doing it a long time as a service to the community and being there, so we really, really appreciate that. I also would like to recognize tonight for some of the members of the ensemble. This is their last band concert that they're going to have in their high school career. So I would like to recognize our seniors who have just been dedicated members of our band program for 4 years at the high school, 3 at the middle school, for really just a long time. So seniors, can you stand up? Now, I do want to say, I said seniors, but so Allie is one of our special members, senior members who she was a Wind Symphony member, had a schedule conflict with courses and everything, but she committed to being a part of the program and coming to be a leader to play in the symphonic band. And whenever we have members who do that kind of thing, we really, really appreciate the work and the dedication that they have. So, yeah, Allie. We are going to continue here. We have a pretty exciting piece here. This is a piece entitled Haven Dance, and it's by David Holsinger. So, Haven Dance, here we go. Okay, thank you so much. Obviously, very, very excited for what these guys are able to put on stage. Like I said, despite the challenges. We have one more group for the night. The Wind Symphony is going to perform. We encourage everybody here to check out that performance on the live stream, which is going on right now, and really support that group. These guys did a phenomenal job. I'm just really incredibly proud of them. Just to kind of reiterate the point that I made in the beginning there. In addition to this concert, I want to encourage everybody to check out whether or not you'll be here for the concert. Or watching on a live stream, please check out the concert on Thursday. The jazz bands are all playing. The format for that one will be 7 o'clock start time, and it'll be the jazz combo. The jazz combo will have some originals and some tunes that they'll be premiering that evening, and then we have Jazz Gold and Jazz Black performing, and many of those students are in this band too. So check that out on Thursday. And then we've got the students are going to be kind of celebrating with Jazz on the Lawn on Friday, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get that to be kind of an open event like it typically is. But we'll still have a good time, and we'll celebrate on that on Friday. So we are very excited for the rest of the week. All right, thank you very much. We'll ask everybody to clear out, and then we'll set up for Wind Symphony. Thank you all very much.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I know we still have a few people finding their seats. Welcome. Welcome to our Wind Symphony performance this evening. We're super, super excited to perform for you, and I know that you guys are going to enjoy just a really awesome night of music. We've already had great concerts with our concert band and symphonic band. Those students did an outstanding job. I know some of them maybe stuck around and maybe are watching at home as well on YouTube. We are broadcasting on YouTube tonight, so it's just great to be back here, and it's great to be able to do another concert with you. I know it seems like it wasn't too long ago that we were here doing this, and so we've got a whole new slate of pieces for you, and we're really, really excited. This first piece, though, is something really, really special. In many ways. One, because I wasn't sure that it was actually going to be able to happen. And we're just thrilled to be able to do this. This is our United Sound group. And if you look on stage, it looks a little unorthodox. We've got kind of people everywhere. This is not a normal setup for a band concert, but it is a very normal thing for United Sound. The whole premise of United Sound is just allowing students with special needs a chance to learn how to play a musical instrument where they maybe would not normally be able to do that. And we have our band students partner up with them. There's usually teams of 4. So one new musician, as we call them, with 3 mentor students. And so you'll kind of see around, there's these little pockets of people, these little pods, hanging out and just teaching them music as much as we can, just getting them to learn how to play music. In a normal year, we would have all kinds of different instruments. This year, we decided to make it all percussion instruments just to keep things very simple. So we have a lot of drums, we have a lot of keyboard instruments over here. There's people off in the wings over there, so hopefully you can see them. But we really just wanted to bring this experience back. This was something that we've been doing for several years. Last spring, we had to put it on the back burner because of the shutdown. And honestly, it was something that really kind of broke our hearts that we weren't able to do it. And we couldn't figure out how to make it work until we really got into the school year. We didn't start meeting with this group until after spring break. So they've only met a handful of times, 1 time a week. But I'm telling you, it's the best 45 minutes of our week. The students would agree. It's just a great time. We've made some great relationships, and that's maybe the most important thing out of all of it, not just the music, but the relationships. So we're excited to perform for you. This piece is very familiar, I'm sure, to many of you. This is Imagine by John Lennon. This piece was recommended to me by a student, Addie Colclaser, and I just think that it fits the spirit of this group. It fits the spirit of our message that we're trying to get out there, and that is music is for everyone. And if we can all just come together and enjoy music, I kind of feel like the world might be a better place. Would you agree? So here we go. This is John Lennon's Imagine. Awesome. Thank you so much. That just means the world. I know it means the world to the students. Just to hear that applause, I can't tell you how exciting that is, and that's the thing that we missed the most from being able to do concerts, is just hearing applause, because these kids put in so much work, and that applause is just your way of acknowledging that. So thank you so much. We're thrilled to be able to provide this opportunity for these kids, and I'm telling you, the relationships are real. This is not like get together once a week. Like, these kids enjoy spending time with each other. They enjoy watching out for each other and taking care of each other, and that's what this is really all about. So thank you so much. Parents, thank you for sharing your students with us. Thank you for sharing your kids with us. We really, really appreciate it, and I hope that they have gotten a lot out of this experience. So our new musicians at this point, we're going to have them head on off, and our mentors are going to help them get back to their parents. And then we're going to clear the stage, and we've got a couple of percussion groups that you're going to really enjoy. So give us just a moment to kind of resituate things, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you, everybody. All right, thanks for being patient with us. So the next thing is a percussion ensemble. And just really excited to feature these students. I know percussion is one of the things that's just always kind of in the back of the group. You maybe don't always get a chance to see the players. I think their parents appreciate when they come up to the front and get to play up front. So we're going to feature our percussion ensemble. And I'd like to introduce the teacher that's been working with them. He's a former Centerville band student who has just started working with us this year during our class time. He also works with our marching band and our winter drum line. It's just been a great addition to the team, and we've really enjoyed working with him. So please welcome to the stage Mr. Dan Mayle.
Hey everybody, my name is Dan, and this year I had the pleasure of working with these awesome percussion students. We're going to do two pieces. The first one is called Fractalia, features the five of them here. And then the second piece is a duo called 2+1, and it's interesting because it's one marimba but two players playing on opposite sides. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Yeah, they worked really hard, so hopefully they give you some good music to enjoy. All right.
All right, I'll just fill a little space here so you don't have to watch them move all their stuff. We're going to feature 2 students on 1 5-octave marimba, so they're going to get that situated here. You notice that the previous ensemble had marimba, but then also different sized toms, which is kind of a unique sound, and using those toms in different ways, which is really cool. The reason we love doing a percussion ensemble like that is just it gives them a chance to explore music that they would not normally play in a band setting. A lot of times percussion don't get a chance to be featured, and so this is a great opportunity for them to work on their skills and demonstrate their musicianship. So I think that the percussion ensemble did an outstanding job. Let's give them another round of applause. All right. And then these 2 gentlemen have been working on their marimba duo. David Cruzel is a senior in the band program, and this is David's final concert with us. And then joining him on marimba is Carter Fairbanks, who is a sophomore and is doing an outstanding job as well. So let's give it up for Carter and David. So, really, really proud of these guys. Proud of the percussion ensemble, the duo, the entire percussion section. Let's give it another round of applause. Nice job, boys. Good job. All right, if you'll give us a moment, we're going to get them back in their area where they belong. Just kidding. And we're going to bring out the Wind Symphony and continue our program. So just give us a moment. All right, so next we're going to feature another senior, and this is an interesting thing for us to play. When this student came and asked if we could do this piece, my first thought was, okay, how are we going to pull that off? This is a piece by Mozart. If you know anything about Mozart, he lived during the classical period, way before wind band existed, and way before some of these instruments in our band even existed. So he wrote music for orchestra, strings and winds, much, much different, though, than the types of music that we're used to listening to today. So I had to find an arrangement. We had to rent the arrangement, and we had to put it together on a very, very short schedule. And I'm very, very proud of the work that's gone into this, proud of the group, but more specifically, proud of this senior and just his awesome, awesome musical talent. And we're really, really excited to feature him. Will you please welcome to the stage Mr. Carter Mitrovich. All right, so we are certainly tackling a lot of different things tonight, and the thing that I really wanted to try and achieve at this concert is just to give them what would normally be an end of the year concert, which is, you know, usually our most challenging music that we've worked really hard to put together all the way to the very end of the school year. And this year has provided some extra challenges with the schedule and just the amount of time that we had together. So we're really, really proud of what they've been able to pull off and accomplish, and just feel really good about their performance. This piece is very, very different. It is a piece that I've been listening to for a long time. You know, when things were shut down and, you know, you're kind of left with your thoughts and you're trying to come up with like, okay, what's going to be the thing that we try to do when we finally do come back? I had a lot of things on my mind about what I wanted to play with this group. And I kind of kept coming back to this piece just because, one, the title I think is really cool, just Awakenings, like coming back from being away and being apart from everybody. It's sort of like an awakening. It's sort of like a rebirth of what we're trying to do in our lives. And this piece just kind of spoke to me on different levels. It also is a piece that's written in a different way. It's not necessarily major or minor, if you know anything about the way that music is composed. It's written in what's called an octatonic scale, which is a weird collection of whole steps and half steps that alternate whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole, half. So the tonality of this piece, or the way that it sounds, is not your normal happy. It's not your normal like gloomy or sad. It's somewhere in between. It has a little bit of both. And I think that we can kind of all relate to those feelings and all relate to this idea of kind of awakening and coming back to life a little bit. So without further ado, I would like to present our performance of Awakenings. Such a great piece. I love that. And you notice that it featured lots and lots of different solos in different areas. That's another reason why I kind of thought it would be a great piece, is just because it gets a chance to kind of feature a lot of individual players. Even if they don't have solos necessarily written on their parts, there were a lot of people that were contributing and playing individual parts. You'll notice, though, that a lot of those students that stood up were seniors. And in fact, I think every solo was a senior. And I do want to take a moment and just recognize the senior class. This is a class that has been through a tremendous amount. And we've had to kind of remind them, like, they are very fortunate because they get to be here on stage. They get to do their final concert. And there's a whole class of people that graduated before them that didn't get this opportunity. Those students didn't get to have a prom. They didn't get to have their final concert. They didn't get to have a real commencement. And so I think we should be grateful. I think we should be very grateful to have this opportunity, and grateful that we get to be together and spend our time together. And grateful that we get to recognize this amazing group of students. So if you're a senior in this group, will you please stand and be recognized? It's just awesome. It's awesome to see these kids grow and change. Many of them, we get to teach them in middle school. Our middle school band directors are here. They get to see them grow up as well. I mean, that's the best part about this job, is seeing these kids just evolve and grow as they go. While I'm thinking of it, I do want to recognize our middle school team, Mr. Carpenter, Mr. Wojtek, Mrs. Reynolds right over here. Can you give them a round of applause as well? Okay, so we've got one more piece for you, and it's a doozy. This is one of those pieces that I would pick in a normal year as maybe the last piece or the spring concert piece. Maybe in a normal year we would have a little bit more time to work on it, a little bit more time to put it together. But we put a lot of ownership on them, and we said, look, if we're going to do this, you guys have got to rise up, and you've got to meet this challenge, because it's a lot, and it's really fun, and it's really hard. It's a really challenging piece, and they've done an outstanding job with it. I think I speak for Mr. Gassaway and all of the directors and really every teacher when I say that this year has been so just challenging on many fronts. And I kind of joked with the concert band. I said, at the beginning of the school year, if you would have laid it all out and said, here's all of the challenges that you're going to have during this school year, good luck, I think we all would have probably walked away. I think we would have just been easy to go, you know what, no, I think I'm good. But we all kind of showed up every day. And, every day brought its new challenges, and we just continue to rise above it and continue to push and continue to work hard. And that's what makes this moment feel really great, is when you know that you've put in the effort, you know you've put in all of the work, then you get to enjoy it. So we hope that you enjoy our performance of three, what does it say in the score? I don't want to get this wrong. Three short scat jazzy dances, Scootin' on Hard Rock.
right. Yeah, that felt good. That felt really good. Thank you all for being here. We really, really appreciate it. It just means so much to us. It means so much to them to hear applause and to be in here on stage. This is why we do what we do. So we're just really, really thankful and really glad to be here. We have our jazz ensemble concert on Thursday night. If you can make it, we'd love to see you. Make sure you get those tickets in advance so that we can make sure we keep our numbers in check. And then we'll celebrate with the students at the end of the week with Jazz on the Lawn out in front of the school. Hopefully the weather will be nice. Thanks to Pete and Bobby on the sound back here. Thanks to Mike Cordonier and the PAC. Thanks to everybody. Have a great night.